All right, giving you a little progress update. Pretty much everything's painted. We do got to do that fireplace there. Fixed all the crown molding. And this here, guys, is that corner that I fixed a while back. See how it is now. Pretty straight. Get the cabinets back up. We put that pantry right there in. And I just made these shelves. Wood is so high right now, and the shelving is even high. So I'm trying to get by with this least as possible here. We actually bought a used microwave off the Facebook Marketplace, and it fit perfect in there. Matches our stove. We still got to get a door. We're missing one door for the kitchen here, and that'll be done. I think the kitchen turned out pretty good as soon as we get it cleaned up here. Still got to fix this light. But that's another, here's a pan of the kitchen. Floors are a mess. Got all the handles on. This closet needs a little bit more. Not too much. We had some problems up there by the chimney that I'm fixing. Got our doors up in here, painted. Show you these here. These came out pretty nice. So you got a nice big double closet in here. Looks pretty nice. Bathroom's pretty much done. He's cleaned. So turn the light on here for you. Got the cabinet back up, toilet set. The vanity needs hooked up yet. These are the things I was telling you guys about. You need to put these in a rental, especially. That keeps the shower curtain up. And that'll keep them from, shower curtain falls down and believe it or not, they just won't use it. Trim's down here. And I didn't take a video of it, but when I put that trim down, I caulked all behind it. Real good. That way, any water that got on this floor won't run underneath the baseboard and in underneath there. So no water will get in there. And I'm gonna do this side here the same way. Right down in here, I'll caulk all that right down that crack. Real good. And then I'll set the baseboard at the same time. And that way any water that hits this floor won't run underneath there and rot your floor out. They'll have to clean it up. I got this little closet fixed up. All painted up. Bunch of shelving in there. This house has got a ton of shelving in it. A ton of storage. Got another closet here. Just another storage closet, which is awesome. This room here's done. Ceiling's done. I gotta get a bar put up in there for the clothes. But other than that, this is all done. Go through here. Basement door's all fixed up. This goes down in that basement. We still gotta do that work on the basement, but the upstairs here is all done at least. I just got this painted last night. Came out pretty good. All the doors painted up. Lights up. That room's done, the little closet. It's all done. That's done. This door fixed. There it is. Everything's painted. So, gotta clean this carpet up. I should have probably put some plastic down, but I didn't. Still gotta work outside here. I'll show you guys what I do outside. Start a little bit on the outside. It's a new roof here. We ended up taking all this. This was in bad shape, even worse than what I thought it always is. We had to put all new plywood in here and add on to the rafters. I thought they would be okay, but they wouldn't. So we had to add on to them and make them so they're solid. And then I put a metal roof here on it, all the way across. New flashing, everything. This cost me about 500 bucks in materials. The wood was actually over $200 just for a little bit of wood you see here. And it really ain't that much wood. I think there was 3 sheets of plywood. I used some old plywood here that I had around the house, but I didn't have enough. And I think it was 8 2x6s. It cost me over $200. We gotta clean up this mess in here now. So, get this all cleaned up. But it turned out pretty nice. We'll be cutting grass here soon. So, this is some of the outside. We put a camera up. We gotta clean up all underneath here. I think we're gonna get a renter in here before I worry about the outside too much more. I wanna get all the roof fixed. And then we'll work on the outside. So that's about it. You know, not pretty nice. Gives them a ton more storage. I mean, this house has got a ton of storage in it. I think whoever wants to rent is gonna love the storage. And we got the microwave now up off the counter, because there's not a lot of whole counter space here. That's why we decided to put a microwave in. Here's the counter. That's about all the counter space you got. It's kind of a neat-in kitchen. So we wanted to maximize the space, and with this, putting that microwave really helped. So they actually had some counter space, because I just kind of look at it as, you know, you got to look at it on these places. If you wouldn't want to stay here, who else, you know, who's going to want to stay here? You need to have it user-friendly at least, let alone, you know, you just want to make it like it's your own. And not that I'm doing a whole bunch of extra to this one, but, you know, we did build that whole pantry right there, and it didn't have any storage. I mean, there was no storage on this. Look, you had this cabinet, which ain't nothing. It's above your fridge. You had that one and the little one here. That was it. And then you're not going to put any food underneath there. You had one over there for your pots. That was it. So we needed a place for them to put all their food. And they'll put it in there. You'll attract less bugs and mice and everything else if they start to put stuff underneath the, you know, the sink, because there's no other place to put it. So with doing this, you know, somebody's going to be able to come in this kitchen and say, okay, at least it's functional, it's usable. I got a place to put everything. And, you know, I try to look at that when I'm getting these places too, that, you know, if I'm going to come in here and remodel it, I might as well do it right. And if you wouldn't want to live here, then you shouldn't want to think you're going to rent it. You know, we put all the insulation above this all up in the top here was all re-insulated. We blew in insulation up there. This place was very cold. We got up in there and they didn't do a very good job at all. They didn't put anything above the master bedroom here. This was the old garage. And they just put drywall up. Nothing. So we made an access over here. Show you up here. I cut this access in here. And I end up screwing it down now. And I like to do that, guys, because if you don't, they're going to... I don't trust that they're not going to get up in there and mess with stuff. Want to use even more storage up in there, which they don't need. You know, this place has got plenty. But anyway, even if it didn't, if it was a little tiny house, you don't want them getting up in there. So what I did, I screwed it down and I used them Torx bits. If you can see here, most of them are the Torx. Can't see up in there, but the Torx bits. And that way, it's a little less common for them to have them to even take it apart. They shouldn't be up in there. So I want to keep them out of there. So, but yeah, just make it, you know, like you'd want to live here. So it just makes a higher quality tenant you're going to find, and they're going to want to stay longer, because if they would have got in here and they had no place to put this pantry, I just said, nah, I ain't doing it. I ain't just going to half-ass it and not do nothing. They're not going to want to stay. They're going to get in here for a year and they're going to say, this kitchen sucks. you know, we need to get in a different place. And they're going to want to move. So, and you don't want that. So what you need to do is build it like you'd want it. We also put GFIs in over there, if you can see that. All new GFIs, and I GFI'd this room here, all this stuff, GFI'd everything on that right there. There's one right there in the corner. You can see. GFI'd everything. That's an extra dishwasher I had thought about putting in here, but we ended up going with the white appliances. So I think I might get a different fridge too, guys, because that's kind of a tiny fridge for them here. So I'm going to take that out of here, and I think I'm going to get a bigger fridge, nice fridge put in here for them. It's getting towards the end, though. We're almost there. So, yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned if you need anything or need any tips or anything. Just make some comments down there in the comment section, and I can answer them for you. All right. Thanks.